So what we have discussed in the previous class is Ohm's law. Ohm's law. Okay, let's describe this, summarize this further. Okay, according to the Ohm's law, I think you remember that when the temperature and all other factors are constant, the electric current that passes through a conductor is directly proportional to the electric potential difference that exists between the both ends of the conductor. Okay, so this is the typical circuit, conductor and the variable resistor to control the electric current. No matter, you can think the controlling electric potential difference that exists between two ends of this conductor, and this is seriously connected dry cells. We use 4 dry cells to give 6 volts of supply, and to measure the electric potential difference that exists between two ends of this conductor, we used voltmeter. Okay, and another important thing, we have to measure the electric current that passes through the conductor, and seriously connected ammeter measures that flowing electric current through this conductor. Okay, so this is what we discussed last week, and we have tabulated the information of the result of this experiment. Okay, and we use a table. We measure the electric potential difference V and corresponding electric current passes. So electric potential difference is measured with the unit volt, and the electric current that passes through the conductor is measured with the unit amperes. Okay, so I think you remember, this is the example we have taken. The voltage, if that's 1 volt, the electric current was, according to our example, that's 0.25 amperes. When the current increases with the voltage, the second voltage value, so we can reduce the resistance here. We can observe that voltage is increasing up to 2 volts. Then we could observe this electric current 0.5 amperes. When this voltage becomes 3 here, electric current shows 0.75 amperes. And finally, when the voltage is 4, electric potential difference is 4, the electric current was, so that's 1 ampere of current. Okay, 1 ampere of current. Then the ratio voltage to amperage, that means electric potential difference to the electric current. So all the times we divide V by I, then we could end up with for a constant value. Okay, so we have to draw a particular linear graph associated with this, because voltage and the electric current, electric potential difference and the electric current that passes through the conductor has a linear relationship. මේකට තියෙන රේඛීය සම්බන්ධතාවය, a linear relationship. Okay, so let's consider that. Keep that in mind, this table. Now I'm going to erase that, what we have discussed last week. Okay, so voltage 1, 0.25 amperage, and when the voltage is 2, that's 0.5. So likewise, you know, in mathematics, there are 2 variables to make a graph. Okay, so X and Y. values. So that's a Cartesian plane. X resembles, we call that Swayatta Vichalya, independent variable. According to the value of this independent variable, Parayatta Vichalya, dependent variable, so that's Y. Okay, let's take that. So here's the voltage, electric potential difference, and x-axis, so that independent variable is electric current, I. Okay, so the unit A and electric potential difference is measured with the unit volt. Okay, you remember when the electric potential difference is 1, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 1. So here's the value 1. Okay, so we can plot the graph when the electric current 0.25, that voltage value is 1. When it is 0.5, the electric potential difference is 2. Okay, let's plot the graph by using two values. Okay, so linear graph we can plot. Current is 0.75 and the voltage, you can remember that that's 3. When it's 4, the electric current passes through that was 1 ampere of current. Okay, so this is how we plot tabulated data. අපි මෙහෙමයි මේ tabulated data පාවිච්චි කරලා graph එක plot කරන්න. Okay, so let's see the relationship. The typical equation or the function of a linear graph is y equals mx plus c. Y equals mx plus c. So you can see here this graph cuts the y-axis at 0. Therefore, this intercept is 0. So c equals 0. Therefore, we can cut off that. So y equals mx. So what's y here? Y is v m. Just keep that a constant. It's a gradient. So x is independent variable I. Okay. Now you know v equals constant time I. So that constant is r. V equals Ri. Therefore, if you find the gradient of this linear graph in Ohm's law, so gradient is what? Resistance. Okay. If you plot a graph between the electric potential difference and the electric current, the gradient of the graph gives the resistance. හරි පැහැදිලි එහෙනම් මේ වෝල්ටීයතාවය සහ ඒ කන්ඩක්ටර් එක තුලින් ගලන කරන්ට් එක අතර අපි graph එකක් plot කළොත් අපිට ඒකේ gradient එකෙන් ලැබෙන්නේ මොකක්ද? Resistance. Okay. For an instance, let's calculate that. මට කියන්න හරිත ඔයා කැමති voltage value දෙකක්
1 and 4.
1 and 4. 1 and 4. So corresponding current values to that 0.252 at the fourth voltage, and the voltage is 4. So that's amperage is 1. Okay, let's calculate the gradient now. Gradient, okay, so that's resembled by the typical symbol M, okay, but you know, I'll explain that here. Y equals mx, therefore gradient equals y upon x. M equals y upon x. Okay, so that can be further explained as delta y over delta x. The meaning of this is change of x and change of y. So gradient is the change of y for a unit change of x. x වලින් බෙදපුවාම අපිට ලැබෙන්නේ x එකකින් වෙනස් වෙනකොට y කීයකින් වෙනස් වුණාද කියන එක. Okay, so delta x delta y. x වල වෙනස කියන්නේ හරි අපි බලමු මෙන්න මේ විදිහට. Okay, look at the board now. This is the first x value we consider x1. Okay, so that's x1. This is the second x value, we call that x2. Okay, x2. This is x1 to y1 and x2 to y2. Okay, I think that's clear. Graph is clear for you. Okay, gradient m is delta y upon delta x. So this gives the value. Delta x means ඉස්සරලාම අපි ගන්න x වල සිදු වෙනස නීතියක් විදිහට මතක තියාගන්න වරදින්නේ කවදාවත්. So this is the common method. Delta x x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. We always take a difference. අපි හැම වෙලේම difference එකක් ගන්න අවසාන value එකකින්. x2 වලින් x1 අඩු කරලා. හැම වෙලේම always we take a difference by subtracting initial value from the final value. Okay, I'll switch off all the microphones for a while. නැත්තම් හැමෝම log වෙනකොට sound එනව නේද? Now it's okay. Good. Now it is silent. x2 subtraction x1. Okay, what's this x2 value? The final amperage, the final current. Initial current x1. So that's according to this example 0.25. x2 is 1 ampere. Okay, what are the corresponding y value to x2? Here x1 and y1. This y1. Subtraction x1 to x2 to y2, x1 to y1. So these are corresponding values. To take these values, you have to consider the graph. When the electric current is x1, the corresponding voltage or electric potential difference is Y1. Okay. When the electric current is X2, the corresponding Y value is Y2. Okay. X2 to Y2, X1 to Y1. Okay. Now let's do this. Gradient. Okay. Gradient M. හැම වෙලේම gradient එකක් හොයද්දී M equals delta Y upon delta X. එහෙම ලියන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න පැටලෙන්නේ. Delta X means X2 minus X1. Delta Y means Y2 minus Y1. X2 to Y2, X1 to Y1. Okay, let's substitute values. අපි values ටික substitute කරමු. Okay, so that X2 value is 1. X1 value is 0.25. Okay, let's take this electric potential differences. Y2 is 4 volts and Y1 is 1 volt. Okay, so we can end up with 4 subtraction 1, 3. 1 subtraction 0.25 is 0.75. Okay, so that's what we can end up with. When you divide 3 by 0.75, you can end up with the answer 4. Okay, but according to the Ohm's law, V equals IR, but here R is the gradient. Therefore, gradient is M, but gradient equals to the R according to this. Therefore, so you can end up with the resistance equals gradient, but gradient equals 4. Okay, finally 4 ohm. Okay, this is how you calculate the resistance value by using this graph. Okay, I think you had better to draw the graph and take the final value. No need to draw this circuit diagram again. Okay, you have to just plot the graph and take down the value. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් Ohm's law එක පැහැදිලි කරන තැනම තමයි මේක විස්තර කරන්නේ. පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා එහෙම වුණොත් අපිට හැමදේම ඔලුවට ටේබල් එකයි values ඔක්කොම ඔලුවට දාගන්න ටිකක් අමාරුයි. ඒකයි මම මේව කොටස් දෙකකට කළේ මේක. Okay, first of all, let's plot the graph. You have a table. පුළුවන් නම් table එකටත් ඉඩක් චුට්ටක් තියාගන්න. Okay. First of all, plot the graph. Okay, I can see there are some latecomers. After I explain this, you have come, but you cannot understand this clearly. Therefore, you have to watch the video and you have to come the next day. Okay, I think you have drawn the graph. Next, what you have to do is you have to take down these things. Okay, I think you have taken down that. So this is the complete diagram. Okay, good. Now you know the resistance, and what's the unit used to measure the resistance is ohm, as honor to the scientist. But by the basic equations, so this ohm means by derived equations volt per ampere. Okay, so we have discussed that last week. So that's derived unit, but we usually use this ohm instead of volts per ampere. volts per ampere කියන යුනිට් එකට වඩා අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්න මේ විද්‍යාඥයාට ගරු කිරීමක් වශයෙන් ohm කියන යුනිට් එක. Okay, so let's move to the today's part. Equivalent resistance. Connection of resistors and the equivalent resistance. Equivalent resistance. Okay, so this equivalent resistance is the resistance value, equivalent resistance that can be used instead of several resistors. Okay, you know there are two methods of connection. Of resistors. First method is series connection. So that's series connection. Okay, so all the resistors are in the same path, one after the other. Okay, let's draw that. This is resistor 1 R1 and seriously connected the second resistor is R2. Okay, R1 and R2. And we give the power supply electric current can be measured by using an ammeter. Okay, and electric potential differences can be measured by connecting voltmeters separately. This is voltmeter V1 and this voltmeter measures the voltage between the second resistor R2. Let's assume that value is V2. Okay, so first of all you have to put point A, point B, point C. Point A, point B, point C. Okay, now take this up to here. Put a screenshot. Okay, you know the equivalent resistor is the resistor that can be used instead of several resistors but perform the same function. Okay, now I am going to use a single resistor that equal to the function of these two. Okay, so look at this. So that's capital R equivalent resistor, and when we connect the same power supply, we can observe the same electric current is passing through this. දෙන්නම එකතු වෙලා ගත්තු කරන්ට් එකම තමයි මේ equivalent resistor එකත් ගන්නෙ. ඒකයි අපි දෙන්නටම මේ resistor එක equivalent කියලා කියන්නේ. It performs the same function. අර දෙන්නම වෙනුවට තනි එක්කෙනෙක් පාවිච්චි කරනවා. So this equals to the resultant force in the lesson force. අර force කියන lesson එකේ resultant force එකට මෙයා සමානයි. ඒ වගේ concept එකක් තියෙනවා. The same concept here. Look at this. So equivalent resistor R performs the same function as both R1 and R2 perform. So what do? They absorb this I current, and same I current is passed through this circuit. එහෙනම් R දැම්මත් එකයි දෙන්නම series connect කළත් එකයි. Okay, let's consider what are the common factors for both of them. The same current I. Okay, when the electric current I passes through R1, the same I current is passes through this R2. හුඟක් අය වැරදි මතයක ඉන්නවා. Okay, so most of the students are in a bad idea that the electric current passes from one resistor another value, and from the other resistor through the other resistor another value. That's wrong. The same electric current passes. ඒකයි ඔක්කොටම කලින් current කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා උගන්වන්න. You know, the electric current is amount of charges that passes within a second. තප්පරයකට ගලාගෙන යන කූලෝම් ප්‍රමාණය. Tisun, do you remember? You learned that. Mic off කරලා දෙන්නේ. Okay, no matter. So this electric current, the same electric current passes. Okay, let's take some values. R1 is 10 ohms. Okay, so the R2 is 20 ohms. Our voltage is 1.5 volt. 1.5 volt. So that's not clear. 1.5 volt. Okay, let's do the calculation further. So you can see this voltage 1 and voltage 2. When the total voltage is 1.5 volt, the total electric potential difference, capital V, I put that equals V1 plus V2. Okay, so when 1.5 volts of electric potential difference, that equals the electric potential difference that exists between the first resistor and the second resistor. Volt කියන්නෙත් විද්‍යාඥයෙකුට ගරු කරන්න දාපු නමක්නේ. නැත්නම් ඇත්තටම මේකේ තේරුම කූලෝම් එකක් අරන් යන්න කොච්චර ජූල් ප්‍රමාණයක් ඕනද කියන එක. හරි? එතකොට මෙතනින් ලබා දෙන එනර්ජි එක පළවෙනි රෙසිස්ටර් එක හරහා යනකොට යම් ප්‍රමාණයකින් අඩු වෙලා ඉතුරු වෝල්ටේජ් එක ඉතුරු ජූල් ප්‍රමාණය අඩු වෙලා විභවය බැහැලා යනවා, පොටෙන්ෂල් එක බැහැලා යනවා ආපසු negative terminal එකට ළඟා වෙනකොට. So that's the basic thing behind that. As you remember, the kinetic energy and potential energy. චාලක ශක්තිය සහ විභව ශක්තිය ඒ විදිහම තමයි මේකත්. Okay? Okay, let's see that. So capital V supply voltage equals V1 plus V2. Okay, V equals V1 plus V2. Okay, let's use the Ohm's law. By the Ohm's law, you know V equals IR. Okay, V equals IR. මෙන්න මේ voltage එක අපිට ඕනේ capital R සහ මේ simple R. ඒ කියන්නේ equivalent resistor and all other resistors. So we have to make a relationship. එහෙනම් capital R ඇසුරින් අපි V value එක ලියමු. because same current දෙන්නම කරන්නේ එකම function එක න same current passes and same voltage. So I write V equals I capital R. Then V1, look at this. V1 equals I R1. The same I R1 plus V2 equals the same I R2. I think this equation is clear for you. Now take these common factors out. Okay, I R equals I take these common factors out. I then I වලින් බෙදමු. I what remains here R1 plus what remains here when you divide it by I R2. Okay, then capital IR equals IR1 plus R2. Okay, now R equals IR1 plus R2. I goes to here as a division. Then we can cut off this I. Then capital R equals R1 plus R2. If there are more resistors here, ගොඩක් තිබ්බොත් N කියලා resistor ප්‍රමාණයක් තිබ්බොත් plus put few dots plus the nth resistor Rn. So this is how we take the equivalent resistance for seriously connected resistors. Capital R equals R1 plus R2 plus a number of resistors Rn. So this is the way of taking that equivalent resistor. Okay, so this R is equivalent resistor. Good, take it down. Okay, now you can unmute yourself. Okay, I think you have taken this down. මෙමයි note එක හරි වටිනවා. නිකන් ඔය print screen ගහලා phone එකේ තියන් ඉඳලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. අදම විශේෂයෙන්ම පිරිමි ළමයි ටික මට මේ note ටික complete කරලා පොතේ තියෙන photos ටික upload කරන්න ඕන. මේ හෙට නෙමෙයි අද. Okay, so you have to do that today. ගැහැණු ළමයි notes ටික complete කරලා කොහොමත් groups වලට upload කරනවා. අදත් කරලා තිබුණා. කම්මැලි වෙන්න එපා. Electrics is, so that's your lesson. Okay, let's move to the parallel connection. සමහරු වීඩියෝ ලෙසන් එක බලනවා අඩුත මෙතන තියෙන like button එකවත් ඔබන්නේ නැහැ. හරි? online බලන්නේ නැහැ ඒක. හරි? එතකොට අපේ channels වල මොකද වෙන්නේ? watch time එහෙම වැඩි වෙන්නේ නැහැ අපි. හරි? ආයි මේ බණ කතා කරනවා නේද? like එකක් දාන්න නැතුව. Okay, series connection. We have completed now the parallel connection. And we can take the equivalent resistance of that too. Okay, let's do that later. So I'll take only one pair of resistors connected parallelly. To find the same current and to demonstrate that same current passes through this, and in this circuit you can see two branches there. In earlier diagram you could observe the same current is passing through both directions when we use that separate resistors, and when we use the equivalent resistor, same current passes. The amount of electric current that is absorbed from the cell is same, but there's another thing happens here. In these two branches, imagine this R1 resistor, that's value is 3. Imagine this is R2 resistor, so that's value is 2. Okay, 2 ohm. So this is 3 ohm. Okay, let's take 6 ohm. Here, the electric current I is divided into two I1 and here I2. Both I1, I2 combine again, then I1 plus I2, that's again equals to I. Okay, the main current is produced. So both R1 and R2 resistor, so their electric potential difference in both end, so that's V. Okay, that's V. The difference is I1 and I2. The electric current that passes through both resistors in separate lines, separate loops. So then current varies. Okay, draw this diagram or take a print screen. Okay, good. Take a snapshot or print a screen. Good. Here's the supply voltage V. Now we make another circuit by using the equivalent resistor to both of them. So that's capital R. Here's the resistor. Dry cell. Okay. Voltmeter here. V. Okay, that's total voltage as shown here V. So electric current that passes through that. It's not necessary, but you have to put it here. So electric current I. Yes, relationship is here. The main current I equals I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2. So I equals V upon R by the Ohm's law. Look at this. By the Ohm's law, V equals IR and I equals V upon R. Okay. So this is what we use here. I equals V upon R. So this first capital I or the main current is taken using this capital R. That means equivalent resistor. Therefore, V upon capital R equals I1. Look at this, I1. I1 equals the same voltage V upon R1. V upon R1 plus I2, the second branch. That means V upon R2. V upon R2. Okay. Now take these common factors out. V upon R equals V. When you take this V out, it becomes 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Okay. Now we can cut off this. V goes to the other side as a division. Then 1 upon capital R equals V times 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. And this V goes here. මෙහෙම කපලා දාන්නත් පුළුවන්. හරි? සමහරවිට එහෙම කරපුවම නිකන් හරි නෑ වගේ. Okay? So finally we can end up with the value 1 upon R equals 1 upon capital R, that means equivalent resistor, equals 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. That's okay. Okay, complete this proof. Equivalent resistor that can be used instead of these two parallelly connected resistors. Okay, no matter if there are a number of resistors parallelly connected, so you can put here plus few dots plus 1 upon Rn. 1 upon Rn. Yes, I think the time is enough for copying down. Next, let's move. Yes, according to the examples, can you please calculate the equivalent resistance? Okay, here you have to use equivalent resistor 1 upon R equals 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Okay, so this is the way of calculation as there are only two resistors. So 1 upon capital R equals 1 upon R1 is 3 plus 1 upon R2 is 6. Okay. Then you have to take common denominator. So that's 6. 1 upon R equals, okay. To make this 6, you have to multiply it with 2. And to make it similar to this, that means we call it equivalent fraction. To make this equivalent to the resulting value, definitely you have to multiply the numerator also by 2. Grade 8 mathematics. Okay. So 2 times 1, 2 upon 3 times 2, 6. Okay. Now you can see these denominators are common or equal. Then 1 upon R equals, okay. Let's take the answer. විනාඩියයි දෙන්නේ. Oshani, what's the answer? What's the value of resistor equivalent? Mihidum, what's the answer?
3 upon 6.
3 upon 6. No, I need the capital R equivalent resistor value එකයි මට ඕනේ.
Sir, 2, 1 upon 2.
1 upon 2. Okay, look at this. මම මේක ඔයාලට හදන්න දුන්නේ මේ වගේ පොඩි දේවල් පවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ පටල ගන්න නිසා. ඉස්සරලාම අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ අපිට පැටලිලා කියලා. If we know that, so this is confusing, we can move ahead. පැටලලා කියලා දැනගත්තොත් තමයි පැටලුම ලෙහන්නවත් හිතෙන්නේ. Okay, now let's see this. හරි බලා ගන්න. Yes, 3 upon 6. There are two methods. One is cross multiplication. Okay, cross multiplication. You have learned this in mathematics. Determine method cross multiplication ඕනේ. The easiest method is 1 upon R is 3 upon 6. Then R upon 1 equals 6 upon 3. R upon 1 means R. Okay, so that's R. R equals 6 upon 3, 2 ohm. Now 3 ohm, 6 ohm දෙන්නේ parallel දාපුවම equivalent resistance එක ඒ දෙන්න අතර value එකක් තමයි එන්නේ. That's keep that in your mind. So the equivalent resistor is a value in between that 2 ohm. Okay. Make a 3 ohm වඩා හුඟ අඩු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ 6 ohm තරම්ම කිට්ටු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හරි? ඒක හේතුව තමයි හුඟක් පහසුයි කරන්ට් එකට ගමන් කරන්න. දැන් මේ බලන්නකෝ මෙතන බාධාව ohm 3යි. Here the obstacle is 6 ohm. බාධාව අඩු එකකින් කරන්ට් එක වැඩි වෙනවා. So what's the greater value electric current? I1 or I2? මොකද්ද I1 I2 වලින් කරන්ට් එක වැඩි? මෙහෙදුම්
මොකද sir?
What is the highest electric current out of I1 and I2?
I2.
I2.
නෑ sir, I1.
I1 මොකද I2 වෙන්න බෑ R2 වැඩි resistance වැඩි බාධා වැඩි නම් අඩුවෙන් යන්නේ උදාහරණයක් මාවත් දෙකක් තියෙනවා එක මාවත් එක්ක කටු පඳුරු වැඩි නේ කකුල ඇනෙන කටු පඳුරු වැඩි අනිත් මාවතේ ඒක හොඳ මාවතක්වත් නෙමෙයි කටු තියෙනවා අඩුයි අපි යන්නේ කටු පඳුරු වැඩි ඒ රළු මාවතේද යන්න ආස නැත්නම් කටු පඳුරු අඩු මාවතේද අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම බාධාව අඩු එකේ. හැබැයි එහෙමයි කියලා බාධාව වැඩි එකේ නොයන කට්ටිය ඉන්නවද? නෑ ඒක චැලෙන්ජ් එකක් විදිහට යනවා. මෝඩකමට යනවා. යන්න ඕනෙවට යනවා. මේ මාවත දන්නේ නැති හින්දා යනවා. කවු හරි මෙහෙම පොළඹවනවා නම් හරි හිතන්නකෝ ඔයගොල්ලෝ ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකේ ඉන්නකොට ප්‍රින්සිපල් සර් ඇවිල්ලා එකපාරට හරි දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට යන්න පාරවල් දෙකක් තියෙනවා එකක් සාමාන්‍ය පාරෙන් පන්තියට පැනලා දුවන්න පුළුවන් හරි හිටියොත් අහු වෙනවා එකපාරක් තියෙනවා යන්න බෑ හරි අමාරුයි නමුත් ඒකෙන් යනවා ඒ වගේ තමයි ඉලෙක්ට්‍රික් පොටෙන්ෂල් ඩිෆරන්ස් එකක් තියෙනකොට ප්‍රෙෂර් එකක් තියෙනකොට කොහොමත් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රෝන්ස් මාවත් දෙකේම ගමන් කරනවා that's with a ratio this R1 to R2 okay actually that's inversely proportional so this is R is 2 ohm cross multiplication කොහොමද ගන්න 6 times 1 6 equals R times 3 3R R equals 6 upon R equals 6 upon 3 then R equals 2 ohm okay so that's the way of calculation then we can do calculations but in earlier case කලින් දීලා තියෙන්නේ අපි series connection එකක් ඒකේ calculation එක නම් අපි කළේ නේ සරල නිසා may I erase this okay I erase this හරිද tell me two resistor values in earlier case
10 ohms and 20 ohms.
10 ohms and
20 ohms.
20 ohms. In that case, equivalent resistor R equals R1 plus R2. So that's R1 is 10 ohm. Okay. No need to put unit in each of the steps. 20. So altogether that's equals 30 ohms. That's 30 ohms. So what's the electric current that passes through the above diagram? A කලින් diagram එකට අනුව circuit එකේ that passes through the circuit in above diagram. So electric current this is the equivalent resistor 30 ohm 30 ohm electric current I and the electric supply electric potential difference V equals 1.5 volts therefore V equals IR V is 1.5 equals I is to be calculated R 30 ohm okay then I equals 1.5 upon 30 1.5 upon 30 what's the answer One 1.5 upon 30 කලින් අවස්ථාව 1.5 upon 30 look at this ලේසිම ක්‍රමය මේ දශමතිත තවත් 10කින් බෙදපුවාම 0.15 වෙනවා. It becomes 0.15. Now divide that by 3. මේ උඩ එකේ decimal places අයින් කරන්න කියලා එකක් නැහැ. denominator එකේ decimals තිබ්බොත් තමයි අයින් කරන්නේ. හරි? බිඳුවට 3 වනේ. Okay. එකට නෑ 15ට 0.05 amperes. So in earlier case, amperage 0.05. No need to take this down. ලියා ගන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. හරි. අපි එහෙනම් equivalent resistance හොයලා ගණනුත් හදමු. මම දෙන්නම් circuit එකක්. Okay. Let's move for the calculations.